Huh? Hello guys. Alright, so it looks like sound is back on. But I do not know why there is that sound over there. I do not know why there's that sound. I don't know whether it's about... Alright, so it looks like sound is back on. But I don't know why there's that sound over there. I do not know why there's that sound. I don't know what it's about. Alright, so it looks like sound is back on. But I don't know why there's that sound over there. I do not know why there's that sound. I don't know what it's about. Alright, so it looks like sound is back on. But I don't know why there's that sound over there.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is
Hello. Hello. Hello.
this is basically a trial clip um, that I'm going to take advantage of to tell you among other things that have been happening around here. Yeah.
Hello. Basically a trial. Um, which I wanted to check among things that have been happening around here.
Oh my goodness. Alright guys, just give me an update on the sound. Sound check. Sound iko sawa? Kama iko sawa niambie. I just want to know if the sound is okay. Just let me know if the sound is okay. Wangila Jacob, sound iko sawa? Jacob, can you let me know if the sound is fine? Sound ikiwa sawa, then we are good to go. Yeah? Uh, mm, when the battery is down, okay. This is what happens. This is basically what happens. This is basically what happens. I go through hell with these things, by the way. Guys, I go through hell with these things. Uh-huh. Then some people imagine Edusime should just be doing charity all through. This equipment alone, the whole unit, is about 750k. This equipment. I'm different from all the other journalists. They walk around with cameras, which mostly do not belong to them. This is my equipment. And that is why whenever, at times I refuse to show up at some events, it is because I don't see the need of showing up. Probably doesn't work for me. It is not news worth my time. And as you know, some guys imagine that Edu, who has walked in with an equipment of that much, is the same as the other guy. Okay, maybe in terms of relaying information, but you know, I'm a full media house. Yes, I'm working with this equipment. You see the hassle I'm going through. Today I entered the governor's. I was telling you about the governor's address. I literally walked in. A few minutes later, the governor walked out of the speaker's chamber, the speaker's office, to the chamber. So I had no time literally to work on whatever, you know, connections, you know, just setting up everything. Sasa hivyo ndo kunaendanga. The moment I'm not prepared, the moment I'm in a rush, some things happen. Umeona hii kitu, it blacks out, it cuts sound, ikibakisha about 3%. Inakata sound, inakata picture. So it's not that you know, unaweza fikiri maybe ni miscommunication between the camera and the gadget, but that's not the case. The case is battery. Ikigo tu down hivi inakata. Saa hii tu hiyo kamera hiyo vile mnaiona hivyo, battery iko chini because tangu nitoka assembly sijai so it will also bring its own issues, you know. So I was telling you something, guys. Whenever I get news that is worth just showing the public, I go there and I do it as I do. But when it comes to marketing, if you want me to market you, you must pay for these gadgets. That's what I'm saying. Some of you imagine ati Edu atakuja tu afanye live stream na aende, you know. Nyi mnaona ati mimi ni mse tu naweza kwa nikibeba na tuna bags tu hivi kuja kufanya vitu za bure. Hey guys, ya mjajua iko ni nini You have not known what iko is. I want to charge this camera before it disappoints us. I want to charge it before it disappoints us, because I can assure you it's going to pull a fast one on us. It's going to pull a fast one on us. Hey. Hiyo ni ya kuzima anytime. Wacha ni vizuri nimekuja nikaiangalia. Ni vizuri nimekuja nikaiangalia. So guys, what I was saying, people should appreciate that I try as much as I can to bring you the updates. I try as much as I can to, you know, give you prompt updates as they happen, you know. I know even some of the media houses, or other, some, not media houses, of course media houses, but then some of the guys, should I call it my colleagues? Some of them say that I'm not a journalist, I'm not one of them, you know. To some extent I say yes, but then again I think we do more or less the same thing. And to some extent, some of them, I beat them hands down. But I wanted to highlight the issue of them imagining that they are more equal than Iko is around here. I've always thought that that one is relative, and one can qualify that argument depending on one aspect or the other. But you guys who follow Iko, you know that the things I have labored to bring on board, the things that I've labored to achieve in terms of communication, it is you who benefit, yeah. And that is why at times when I do things like CSR in the name of ikueikue.com, I mostly target those who benefit from Iko products. That is the live streams that we're talking about, the articles by ikueikue.com. We have YouTube channel which has a few videos here and there. Those updates I just make randomly on WhatsApp. We have the channel, we have an announcement, WhatsApp, Iko space, online space, my status, and others, Telegram and whatever. So what else we enjoy to read, kuni my followers. At times I tend to believe that when I feel like Iko should do a CSR, kusaidia watoto kusoma na nini. Those are the guys I target, and that is why at times nikiweka kwa forums nyingi, some members on those forums get annoyed that maybe I'm spamming the walls. Something that at times more feel sorry for, but then again they do not make noise when I post my articles there, you know. So that is why I thank the admins who ignore such calls whenever some guys want to, because they know they invited me on their forums because they wanted my updates. Updates zangu si wase wengi watazitoa. Let me tell you, mtazitafuta mtazikosa. Mtazitafuta mtazikosa. Like right now kumekuwa na kesi juzi kwa koti ya interdiction. Ikuikue haijaongea, mtu mwingine hajaongea. Hizo vitu ni ikuikue ndio wanagusia hapa na pale. Si ndio? So at times just I would wish to ask those members on those forums, if you feel like I'm posting something that you do not subscribe to, or maybe in affect your preferred person, be it a leader, an administrator, or call them anything. If you feel like it's touching, or rather it's brushing the shoulders with your ego, your feelings, or those of your friends, if you're sure you can't take on me online, then don't even attempt. No, because I defend my product. I will defend. And once in a while, I'm sure nyinyi watu mshaniona kwa hizo forums zenu. Nikiamua kama mbaya inakuanga mbaya. Tunachafua tu kuchafua kama mbaya. Because I have always wanted to put out there information that is credible, that I can defend, information that people cannot easily find anywhere else, right? Now there are some guys who drop into my inbox. Like today, kuna jamaa amedrop kwa inbox yangu na some audio. So I'm not going to mention names. So a guy drops into my inbox and I listen to the audio. I'm mentioned station fulani. Then I'm like, okay, fine. So if at all, these things, they go a long way into advertising. Whoever you mention, Yeah, may I look at it in that direction, or rather from that angle. So I have listened to that thing, and immediately I talked to that guy. I'm like, so you send me something you have mentioned another. Why? Then the guy is like, no, I do. We know you're the guy. You know how to do this thing. You'll trend it and stuff. Then I'm like, okay, fine. Since you mentioned the other, pelekea hao waende wakutrendie. And it looked like it got stuck. So, I faced most. By the way, acha niwaambie siku moja tumefanya tulienda tuka collect news mahali fulani. And me, but let me tell you guys, mimi, I never follow politicians. I never follow leaders. I never follow anyone for anything. Mwenye anajisikia kunipatia kitu kwa sababu anataka information yake iko imekuja kucover information yake, ananipatia. But mimi, because I'm always, I go live immediately. Once I'm done with live, do I really need to bother guys with the I don't do that. So one guy who was also covering a story, akabaki hapo akapewa do, akaambia hii sasa patia watu wa media wagawane. The guy akakaa hiyo pesa, kaangalia akaona iko yuko. So he went to the money. So when I was told that so and so has got your money, I was like, so you guys, you want me to go and start fighting with guys over money? Huh? Why did you just send the money to me? If you wanted to reward me for anything, for even doing the technical appearance. Huh? So it so happened that this guy alienda mahali akakaa na akaanza kuongea mbaya juu yangu, and information ikanifikia, and what he was saying was, Edu is not worth getting this amount. I'm telling you this story so that you know the kind of challenges I face. Even working with those I presume should be colleagues. I'm sidelined. Some of them do not like the fact that I'm doing live, because now by the time they go sit down and start doing those things, mine has already reached the people, and it does not go down well with some. But I would like to thank a few guys in the industry who, instead of looking at me as competition, they've seen me as opening doors for a new era, you know, the live stream era, where you know, you look at people and you are like, okay, fine, we have advanced technology is being embraced here, you know. So yeah, it's not been easy. Unaona mahali niko sahi, we need better lighting. I'm hoping that God akinifungulia njia, in the coming few days or weeks, we should be having a modern studio for Ikue. And that is when we are going to start interviews na majamaa. And sometimes back, one friend of mine aliniuliza kama anaweza kuwa host wa interviews. This guy is a big shot. He's a big shot kabisa. But he wanted to be a host wa Ikue movement, not movement, Ikue moment. Interviews, because I want to start something to do with interviews, and we'll be interviewing different people from all sorts of life, all walks of life, and yeah, why not? It would be hilarious. It's exciting actually to have this guy on board. Let me tell you guys, amjui yule jamaa naongelea, lakini mtamjua one of these fine days. I'm hoping that he'll be willing to come on board na kuje tusaidiane, tuongelee, tujenge the media industry in Bungoma. In less than a month, I will be accredited. I've already applied for the training. The training takes 2 weeks. So immediately I am enrolled, then it will just be a matter of weeks, just 2. Then I'll be accredited. Once I'm accredited, you guys know what comes next. Nenda pole pole tu. But most importantly, we must understand that nyinyi msaidie Ikue grow, si ndio? Ikue grow tusaidia. You notice, for those of you who don't know, remember the late Storm. I'm the one who recommended Storm to Mheshimiwa Didmas Baraza. And subsequently, I did support Storm and encourage, actually. Let me use the word encourage. Because when he came to my office, pale niko pale Railways Park, akakuja kwa ofisi yangu na akaniuliza, Mheshimiwa Didmas ameniita, what do you think? And I asked Storm, so wewe unataka ukae hapa town ukitembea na hizo muziki zako zenye unaimba na they are not breaking out, you know. Storm was singing songs. Me, I can't lie to you. I never liked most of those songs, and that is why when he asked me about Didmas offer, I was like, hey, you guy, you want to stick here and continue singing these songs here? Songs zenye hata artists wakitoka nje wakuja hapa, for you to categorize, it's a struggle for you. I lectured him. I lectured Storm in my office, Remes Park, before it was demolished. And yeah, I think I came down hard on him, and he really felt what I was telling him, and yeah, so he took my advice, and yeah, he went to Didmas, and Mheshimiwa Didmas with time akaingia kwa Parliamentary Service Commission, hivyo nini, you know. By the time Didmas was leaving, Storm was leaving Mheshimiwa Didmas office, rather quitting his job, or when his job ended, alikuwa kwa sawa, alikuwa analipwa na Parliamentary Service Commission. Then came Sadi. Just the other day, I was with Sadi, and you guys remember I made a post and I was saying, Mheshimiwa Didmas needed someone who can, and I looked at the people around me. Let me tell you, me, most people around me are not my relatives. No, they're not my relatives, they're my friends. And that is why wasiogopi ku forward any of them. Wasiogopi. So mtu hata hainiambia mambo ya conflict of interest na hiyo me, to me it doesn't arise, because most of these people we've met online. You know? Apart from wale wengine wale nilikutana huko nyuma kila mtu amejipanga kwa mahali sehemu kuna kule. So when I got an opportunity, Mheshimiwa Didmas asked me for someone again to work with him. I only had Storm with me, not Storm, Sadi with me. Sasita, who also I trained, was then working for Senator Wafula Wakoli. And I knew there was no hell way I was going to get him back, for obvious reasons. Wafula Wakoli was senator-elect, and yeah, he is expected to employ Sasita for on his communication team. So when I looked around, the only person I could see that could go and not embarrass me in Mheshimiwa's camp, kwa sababu unajua pia una forward mtu mwenye ataenda kudeliver job, no. So I took I thought about it. I was giving out someone I have trained. I was giving out someone who I know had the potential of growing Ikue. Yes, kijana anajituma. Huyo Sadi huyo ni wa kujituma. Sadi would go into this town usiku, aenda atafute story. One day akafukuzwa na wakora, suspected to be my followers wa mheshimiwa fulani hapa. Walimfukuza usiku. Kijana akakimbia, akanipigia simu kama anakimbia. I did not know where he was running from, where he was running to, but I only heard him say he's being chased. So you can imagine mtu wa kujituma kama huyo. But then nikajiuliza, mimi nikibaki na Sadi, am I being fair to him? The answer was no. Because me, I was planning that I grow him, but I did not have that money to, kijana anahitaji kulea familia yake nini. I see him walking around with a beautiful young girl. So maybe pia anataka kutreat msichana yake nini. I did not have that pesa ile ya kumpatia hiyo luxury na vitu kama hizo. And that is why I seconded it. I forwarded his name to Mheshimiwa Didmas. And the guy is doing a good job with him. Or rather for him. He's doing a very good job. And I will not stop there. After that, I made a post which I invited guys who would like to work for ikue.com or kuje or step forward rather. And I received several requests, which I want in the next probably 2 weeks or 1 month after tushafunga ofisi, then we can now comfortably now say, okay guys, come. Then we give them a room yenye watakuwa wanakuja wanafanyia vitu zao nini what have you, because we want to open up a studio yenye wasomi media watakuwa wanakuja kufanyia vitu zao. Kila msomi media anapewa nafasi yake, anapewa nini yake, tutakuwa tunawa monitor, collect information. We want to have an information hub in this town. Information hub. Wasa kujituma tu kwanza. With the time, maybe when we get sponsorships here and there, then we will start now. Is it remunerate or remunerate? Yes, we will do that. Yeah, Ikue will grow. I have big dreams for Ikue. I have big dreams. What people are always saying, oh, you've come this far. Yes, I've come far. But where Ikue is going is farthest. Ikue, nataka tu in the coming days, Ikue, you can't talk about Kenyan media without mentioning Ikue. You can't talk about African media without talking about Ikue. And you can't talk about Planet Earth media without mentioning Ikue. We are going to be there. Whether it is 1 year, 10 years, 100 years. That is my target. If I do not achieve it, I purpose that my son should get it there. So, I just thought of having this moment with you guys. Kuna watu walikuwa wamenipigia masimu. It is too late. And especially for the female callers wale walikuwa wamenipigia. It is too late for me to call them now. It is not wise to make a phone call to a lady right now, especially wale wa mama wale wenye wako na mabuma zao. Yeah. Personally, I do not encourage being called as past 8. So it is 10 minutes past 10. And yeah. So I told you about the update ya Eldoret. Ndege ilikwama. I've not received an update kama watu wametoka huko bado. Sijapewa update bado, but I received an update when guys were stranded. Watu walikuwa stranded na walikuwa wameshindwa vile watatoka kule, mlango ilijam. Governor aliongelea mambo yake pale kwa assembly. And this is why it is going to be sweet to have those interviews once we are done with the office. You can imagine we will be having, after the assembly, tunaingia mahali tunaenda tunasemezana, tunaita wale magwiji waku analyze information. Wale waku analyze information, we call them. Na tunaita wetu locally assembled ones. Hatutakuwa tunaita kutoka nje. Hawa nje tutakuwa tunaongea na mambo ya Ruto, mambo ya Raila. Hawa tutakuwa tunaongea na mambo ya huko. But ya hapa kwetu we will localize the interviews. We will make them we will customize them to the needs and the wishes of Bungoma people. We will be talking about things that affect us. Be talking about our religions, the way we do them here, down here. Muslim will talk about Christians, Buddhists. By the way, recently I realized Aga Khan wamehama huko chini. Sijui kama watu wamerealize Aga Khan walihama huko chini huko chini Salama Bakery huko mahali kuna Hetias Highway walihama. Sasa hiyo wako hapa opposite Hetias Crossroad. wako hapo. Several things that we might need to tackle. Unaona, sasa kama hiyo speech ya governor tungekuwa sasa hivi tumekaa tunaiongelea most likely from 8 p.m. to 10. Yeah, we'll be just having the kagumzo kiasi, wasio bonge tu mambo yao, tuambiane vitu. We have our own guys here who are never recognized. Kuna majamaa hapa, kina Martin, kina Hocha Lumumba, akina Philip, akina Baraza Nyamnyukuri. We will bring them on board. Those are the people we will sit down with them and they'll be analyzing our things. Our people analyzing our things. Tuko na kina Karuga hapa. Tuko na kina Haikal pale. Watu ambao wanaweza analyze information yetu. Watu ambao wamegrow hapa na wanajua how things were done then, how they've been done now, and how they wish it to be done in future. Sababu unajua normally the problem with having guys from outside coming to analyze things here, watakuwa wanaongelea in generalities. Their content will not be customized to our needs, our wishes, our concerns. Yeah. So yeah, I hope sasa sound imepick, because tomorrow morning, let me tell you, tomorrow morning 9 a.m. nitakuwa Mabanga. I'm going to do a live stream at Mabanga tomorrow 9 a.m. Kesho nitakuwa Mabanga. Nitakuwa Mabanga kesho. I have confirmed that sound is fine. That is what was my headache today. So sigusi kamera kabisa. Nataka tu nataka tu charge vizuri. And nataka niende niwaletee live stream na nitoke hapo nirudi. There's something else I wanted to cover tomorrow. Yes, I will tell you. But from 9 a.m. to midday nitakuwa Mabanga kuletea live stream. In fact, from here I need to call somebody called Odanga. Odanga alikujia asubuhi. Hebu acha nione kama naweza mpata kwa simu saa hii huyo Odanga. Oh, my phone was off. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright guys. So I want to call Odanga. I want to prepare him for tomorrow morning. Odanga is a very nice guy, by the way. Jamaa wa taxi ni mpoa sana. One day I was going for a live stream wapi? Kwa kina Joan, kwa matanga kina Joan. Hapana, niko kwa kina Joan, nilikuwa kwa nani? Kwa kina Joan, nilikuwa kwa kina Walubengo. Dr. Henry Walubengo. Huko Kapchai. The good thing is I told him to pick me at, was it 8:30 or yeah, I think I told him to pick me at 8:30. At 8:30 alikuwa ananigongea hapa mlango. Mimi nilikuwa nimelala yangu yote. So for those of you who would like Odanga's number, mniambie, nitawatumia. Uliingia kwa inbox yangu mniulize, nitawapatia namba yake. He's a very nice guy. Ni jamaa anajua kazi yake. Ukimwambia kuja kuchukua na kuja kuchukua hiyo time. Yeye hapana kulala hapa kama watu wengine hapa. Asijataja mtu. Alright guys, zile phone calls nilikuwa nataka kumake leo za wale nini, hiyo mambo ya sound na nini imefanya it cannot happen. But I just wanted you guys to listen to some of the concerns watu wako nazo about school fees. Ni concerns zingine major sana. concerns zingine major sana. So I have decided to shelve the conversation. Then maybe we can consider having it tomorrow. Na kesho. By the way, niko na kazi wazee. Niko na job. Inafaa niwapatie story juu ya ile interdiction case ya kina Wambati, Cyril and Mkenya. I also need to do a story on the interdiction of akina Chief Officer Wandili, who else? There are several. And then also we have matters, interviews za kesho za watu wa trade akina Ruben Wambua, you know, watu wengi kabisa. Which is the other update I need to give you? There are several updates I need to do. I'm also supposed to work on wale watu wenye wame apply kusaidiwa na ile pesa. I remember, you guys, I don't know whether you know, out of ile pesa tulisaidia Kubra aende shule, nilibakia na 23,000. Then Ndungu Mwaniki ule wa Afrikana akanipatia 30,000, meaning I have 53,000 I'm holding now. So the reason why I've not dispersed that money yet is because I've been trying to do some kind of vetting. I'm telling you, it's overwhelming. I started a WhatsApp group ya wale wase walikuwa wamechanga hiyo do pale nyuma, wanisaidie vile tutapeana hiyo. But 99% ya wase wamenyamaza. It's only Mheshimiwa Makali who reaches out. He's very concerned, by the way. Mheshimiwa Makali is very concerned. Ana reach out, ananiuliza umefikaje, jaribu kufanya hivi, jaribu. He guides me here and there. Sele and Mwaniki mwenyewe Ndongo and Haikal. Those are the people I'm in communication with. And oh yeah, how am I forgetting Simwa? Kevo, hii kijana ya Dubai. Pia he's very helpful in terms of ideas. So we were to conclude yesterday. It was not possible. I thought we would finish today. Kimeumana vile nimetoka mambo ya assembly nini pia hii mambo ya sound inanisumbua, because you know, let me tell you something. There is no way nitashughulikia watu wanaenda shule na school fees na mimi nalala njaa, si ndio? This camera right here, this live stream nilisha. So I have to make sure that it is working. So as much as I'm working for other guys, I'm also doing my shit, you know? Si ndio? So so guys, I'll be tomorrow. I want to go to Mabanga. I'll be doing a live stream from 9 to midday. Come out, extend it to the afternoon. Mimi sitakuwa. I'll not be there. Waki break to for lunch, I am done. Unless someone convinces me. That's what I'm convinced na nini. But me, I'll be done by midday. Because from Sanana I want to do something else. Then I want to also tutaka tumalize tupatie nao watoto wale wanaenda shule waende. Today nimepata a message from a lady who has mtoto amepata 399 marks, na huyo mtoto alikuwa aende shule ya alikuwa ameitwa Kisumu Girls, but the mother has refused. So the mother wishes that mtoto akue maeneo ya Bungoma and Kitale if the worst comes the worst. And the sole reason is because she's ailing and she prefers a school where she can be popping in to see her child on request by the institution. So anasema pesa sio shida. She prefers Cardinal Otunga, St. Bridget's Kitale. Is it St. Bridget's Kitale? I think so. St. Joseph's Kitale, Lugulu Girls, and Cardinal Otunga. I think those are the schools that were mentioned. If I'm not wrong, I hope I'm not mentioning things that were not requested by this lady. So, okay. Yes. So kesho tunaanza na Thaddeus Wafula Wanjala. Huyu ni co-director wa Mamaland. Mnakumbuka Mamaland? Mamaland ilikuwanga pale tuti hapo ukienda Kibabii. Mamaland huyu ni, I think is a first cousin to Luchu. Mti yangu anaitwa Luchu. Kuna Ruben Wambwa, ndugu ya Anthony, vijana wa hapa, mzee Wambwa hapa Kiwanja Ndege. Mnakumbuka the Ark, Ark Hotel, mnajua the Duke. Ruben is the one of the Duke. Yeah. So Ruben atakuwa pale kesho akifanyiwa interview yake. Kuna Marion Nekesa, huyu simujui. Andrew Makoha Musungu, huyu simujui. John Kadima panatambua. Louis Ndiwa Sangula ya panatambua. Peter Kibet panatambua. Chrysanthus Waswa. Chrysanthus Waswa huyu sasa sijui ndio nani. Kuna mtu alikuwa ananielezea juu yake. Roger Siboe. Roger Villa. Roger Villa. Kuna Elijah Odera, kuna Wanjala Sam, kuna Abdirahman Sheikh. Abdirahman Sheikh all the way from Moyale. Hey. Hata kama Wanjala Sami Mwanja, Hedges Mohongo, huyu ni ndugu ya former CEC or super CEC. Osman Wechuli, Rose Nekesa, Scholastic. Hawa ni watu ambao watakuwa interviewed kesho. So guys, let me not bog you too much. Nimefurahi kuwa volume iko sawa. Nimefurahi kuwa volume iko sawa. I can even test it for you. Volume iko sawa. Nimefurahi kuwa volume iko sawa. I can even test it for you. Volume iko sawa. Yes, guys. I'm just thinking that maybe we can close this for now. Tomorrow and the day after, I'll be more prepared. Tunakuwa na hizi maniniz every other day, probably kuanzia saa 2, so that tusemezane, tuambiane maneno. So mtani allow tu for today. Tufunge hii session ya leo. Hii by the way kitu niliprompt sana ilikuwa tu mambo ya sound. Nilikuwa nataka tu tuongee vitu mingi. But I also wanted us to make phone calls kwa wale mama wale wenye wamekuwa wanapiga masimu, wazee wanapiga masimu wakiuliza mambo ya school fees, wanataka assistance, and probably some of them I can be forwarding them to the county leadership. The problem with the county leadership, number one, is some of them are not reachable. Nyinyi kama governor mwenyewe ako reachable. Sijui watu wengine wanajifanya malenge kwa nini? You know, if the governor is reachable, and msikuwe mnaachia governor peke yake hizi mizigo. There's a reason as to why the governor has elected you guys. There's a reason as to why he has tried to do as much as he can to do regional balance. Mimi cases za kutoka, for example, Bumola, I want to look for those people who've been appointed in Bumola, the CECs. I would like to look for you so that you handle those things. And that is why my MCAs, utapata ma MCAs kama ule wanaitiri juzi anaitwa watu kitu kama hiyo watai. There was a case here, and even the MCAs that I tagged on that post walimforwardia before they even told me that now you deal with this guy, because it was his area, his jurisdiction. So nyinyi mnajidai hapa, mnataka kupembelezwa hapa, mnataka kupembelezwa na nani? And by the way, let me tell you, if you do not do the simple things that you are meant to do, those simple things, kama kusaidia ili kazi yenye umetafutio, nimekufanyia research, nimepata mtu mwenye anahitaji msaada, nimejua mpaka mahali penye nafaa usaidie, nimejua kama it is needy or not. Kukutafuta tu peke yake kukupata inakuwa ni balaa. Then you are the guys wale wenye ndakuwa nikiwapata na kitu nikiwanyorosha, mnaanza kusema edui kwe, mtaona moto nyinyi. Msaidie watoto wale zile areas zenye mnatoka. Do that. Msingoje muambiwe, hakuna mtu atawaambia na hatutaki kuwaambia tukirudia. Na mimi nikiwaambia si ati nawaambia tuko uzuri, siwaambii kwa uzuri. Hii ndio wale wase nikipata na makosa na wanyorosha na piga kichwa kama mwenye apiga nyoka. There's nothing to smile about you guys being appointed anyway. Msaidie watoto because sasa mimi kama I do to ikwe, I'm not even in the county government, but I'm getting cases. I'm overwhelmed when I look for you guys wenye mko mwenye benefit from these counties and what have you. Msaidie, amutaki, mnatakaje? What do you want? And I can't be calling the governor on every other small problem here and there. No. Mimi sitaki hata kuzoeana na governor hivyo, sitaki. Huyu governor inafaa tunatafutana mara moja. Juu akikuwa karibu sana tena na mimi tena itaanza kujeopardize mambo ingine ya ikue. Kunyorosha hii itaanza kuwa shida. So itafai ikuwe karibu sana. Inavaa namtafuta mara moja na solve kesi fulani na mwacha. Ndio huko kwingine. So you guys make sure that you act up. Otherwise nyinyi mnajua tu. And we do a lot of CSR. So hata nikikutafuta mara 2 mara 3 kwa mwezi or so. Jua tu ni hizo responsibilities zinakuja na appointments zile mnapata, you know. So guys, allow me to rest. Kama uko na issue, tupa hapo ndani. Tupa hapo kama kuna issue. I'm sure Wangila Jacob Saya amefurahi, sound iko chonjo. Sound iko chonjo. Anyone who has a problem with sound, you handle. The lighting is not as good kwa sababu I'm using bulb ya sitting room and it is not as bright. Yeah. But tukiingia kwa ofisi, tukianza kwa ofisi mtajua vile lighting iko, vitu itakuwa iko sawa. Taanza kwa invite, but then I'll invite some of you to my office to assist me in shaping it up, giving it a better look. Mtaingia kwa ofisi mtajua mjui. Especially wale wanadharaungu Edu. Wanaanga tu kaka Edu akanika mtu tukanasumbua kwa mtandao nini. I told you my dream is big, my dream is huge. And for those of you who've been wondering how I've made it here, you are yet to know where I'm headed to. You are yet to know where I'm headed to. Mimi ndo wale wase one day I'll be doing a live stream na Chopa. Ngoja mtaona. It will come. It will come. Tutasukuma mpaka ikubali. We intend to do wonders. Once I get an office, the next thing would be to have things like drones, and I want to invest in drones zile kubwa, those big drones. Ile drone yenye inaweza enda 4 kilometers up. 4 kilometers, and I mean 4. Yende tu 4 kilometers na ipige tu picha ya Bungoma yote. Pige tu, you know, who knew I would be having such an equipment, guys? Now, but then some of you do not know how this equipment is ipata. Because time imeenda sitaongelea mengi zaidi, but maybe one day I'll nitawaambia in detail. Hiyo siku ndaita mtu ani interview. Kama unataka kuni interview, you can send your request if you want to interview me. Ukijisikia kuni interview na send your request so that ni kuallow uni interview. Uni interview, tusemezane, tujue vile Umegundua hata kumbe sikuwa nimeweka lebo ya iko hapo.
Send your request so that
Alright guys, this one, let us just end it.